Hi, everybody. Well, hi, maybe nobody. I've screwed up my very first YouTube live. Let me see if I can work something out. Yeah, I had to start up a new stream though, unfortunately. So I don't know where everyone else has gone or if everyone else is going to be able to work it out. I don't really know how it works from your end. I can see a couple of you have joined in. But yeah, I've accidentally deleted the other stream. I wasn't able to get on, and now we're here, just a tiny few of us. But thank you for making it. So let me know in the chat, how did you work out to come over to this stream? Because I think I've deleted the other ones. I think everyone's going to be pretty confused. And in the meantime, I'll try and work some things out. So sorry about all this. There's a few people coming on. So thank you for being able to work it out. Finally got me. Yeah, all good. All right. So hopefully people are going to be able to work that out. So good morning. Good morning. Yeah, some people might not be able to work it out. And yeah, I'll have to apologize to them at the time. All right, cool. I don't know. Is there any way that I can contact the others on the other stream? Maybe not. Maybe everyone's going to work it out. Maybe this was all meant to be. So this is yeah, I might wait around a little bit longer awkwardly and kind of talking to the camera, talking to no one. But yeah, well, hey everybody. Hey Tracy. Hey Zoe. Hey Taylor. Hey Isabel. And hey Willia. I hope everyone is good. Feeling a bit average this morning, are you? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, hopefully we'll feel a little bit better after we've done a nice meditation. So yeah, so apologies to everyone who is going to be missing out on this. Well, hey there. Hey, Fickle McSelfish. There we go. Fickle McSelfish. I do like that. Do like that name. I'm assuming it's not your birth name, but who knows? All right. Well, welcome to my very first YouTube live. I would say I'm really excited. So I'm now on the border of excitement and anxiety since I started screwing everything up. I was trying to click a few too many things, and I did some last minute adjustments. So this is one of the downsides of perfectionism. Well, there's quite a few downsides of perfectionism, many of which I have sorted out over the years. But yeah, one of those is a little bit of tinkering. So last minute tinkering, that's my weakness. So there you go. No more last minute tinkering on a YouTube live again, because I'm going to screw everything up. But yeah, I really appreciate your patience as I work out all these kinks and get the hang of this new setup. And if you notice any technical hiccups or awkward pauses, just roll with it and we will figure it out together. Now, I've wanted to do this live meditation session for a while because life gets hectic for all of us, and it's so easy for us to forget to pause, to breathe. And I've been talking a lot about this recently, just being. All right. So this is what I'm going to be trying to cultivate today, especially after my little glitch in the matrix this morning. And yeah, let's figure this all out together. Now, today's meditation, and yes, that is Olive in the back. It's actually, well, no, actually, that's Z in the back. So Z is the new addition. Don't know where Olive is. Where are you, Olive? Olive. Olive's having some time out, but yeah, that's Z at the back. So she's only 4 months old, and she's a little bit scared of the world. She's a terrified little thing, but she's very, very cute. And yeah, hopefully she will be getting a bit more confident as time goes on. But right now she's there, she's cute, she's sleeping, everything's all good. But yeah, so today it's going to be pretty simple and straightforward and gentle. So we're going to start by bringing awareness to the breath. simply noticing it as it is. And then we're going to slow the breath down to invite some more relaxation into the body. And then finally, we'll do a soothing body scan to help release any built up tension. So if you're totally new to meditation or you're a seasoned pro, this is going to be your time to unwind, your space to unwind and to reconnect. All right. So, and then we'll do some questions at the end, and then I'll move across in a little while, and then I'll go and say hello to all my premium subscribers on Zoom, and we'll meet face to face, which I'm really looking forward to. Now, as I say, we want to do whatever we want to do to make ourselves feel comfortable today. So really, we've got as many options as we want. So in my meditations, I'm always giving options. And for the seasoned pros among you, it might get a little bit wordy sometimes, but I always want to make sure that the new people to the meditation are catered for. So you're very welcome to find a comfortable position. It could be sitting up, it could be lying down. You can close your eyes or you can leave the eyes open. So for some of us, whenever we close the eyes, that can trigger our thoughts and make our mind even more busy. So feel very free to open the eyes if that makes you feel more comfortable and that makes you feel more settled. And yeah, we're going to not be doing any complicated techniques today. So it's just going to be you and I, the breath, and a little bit of guidance from me. All right. So let's begin by finding that comfortable position. Now, I invite you to bring your awareness to the breath. Now, without trying to change the breath in any way, I just want you to notice how the body is naturally breathing. So we might find that there's an urge to direct the breath or to control the breath in some way. But I want you to see, without trying to change anything, how is the body breathing right now? Is it a slow breath? Is it a rapid breath? Is it a deep breath, or maybe it's a shallow breath? Are we breathing into the chest, or perhaps we're breathing into the stomach? Is our inhale longer than our exhale, or is our exhale longer than our inhale? We're simply noticing. And we're not so much watching the breath, but we're experiencing the breath. We're feeling the breath. So what does it feel like to breathe? Perhaps we can feel the cool air coming through the nostrils as we breathe in, as the lungs, the chest, the stomach expands. Then we might notice a short pause as the breath changes direction. And then the warmer air leaves the nostrils as the body softens, relaxes, and sinks a little bit deeper. We breathe in, and the body expands. We breathe out, the body softens, relaxes, and sinks a little bit deeper into the chair or into the bed. Now, a common tendency for many of us, especially when we're feeling a little bit stressed or anxious, or we've got lots going on in our lives, is for our inhalation to be longer than the exhalation. But when we slow down that out breath, we allow the body's natural relaxation response to kick in. So what I want us to do for the next minute or so is to lengthen that exhalation. We're going to make sure that our exhalation is longer than our inhalation. And my favorite way of doing this is to do a little count inside the mind and just make sure that the exhale count is longer than our inhale count. So what I want us to do is to breathe in for 4 and then breathe out for a count of 6. Now you can follow my count for a few breaths, and then you can do a few at your own pace. So let's breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4. Breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4. Breathing out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now do a few more breaths like this in your own time. Now, many of us like the counting, and that keeps us on track and that helps to relax us. But some of us, the counting makes us feel a little bit more stressed or busy in the mind. So feel free to let go of the counting if that doesn't help you, and simply lengthen the out breath. Make sure it's a little bit longer than the in breath. So let me be quiet for a few moments so you can do a few breaths by yourself. Let's make sure to keep the body relaxed as we're doing these extended exhale breaths. Sometimes when we breathe in too deeply, we can cause more tension in the body. So if you find any tension in the chest or stomach, see if you can pull back that in breath a little bit. Just reduce the deepness of that in breath. And maybe we can check as we're breathing, checking to see if the body is relaxed. Is the forehead relaxed? Is the jaw, the neck and the shoulders relaxed? Is the stomach relaxed? And already some of us might be beginning to notice some changes as we settle into this relaxing practice of lengthening the out breath. And as we continue to breathe slowly and steadily, we might start to feel a sense of warmth or tingling sensation spreading through the body, or maybe a gentle release of tension. And these can be signs that your body is beginning to relax and to let go of stress and anxiety. And if we haven't already done so, we can allow the breath to return to its natural rhythm. And notice how the body's breathing now. Is the breath a little softer, a little slower perhaps? Just noticing. We might be feeling the cool air coming through the nostrils as we breathe in, the lungs, the chest, the stomach expanding. And then we might be feeling the warm air leaving the nostrils as the body softens, relaxes, and sinks deeper. And now let's allow the awareness of breathing to move into the background of our awareness. And let's shift our attention into the body. And we're going to do a gentle scan of the body. We're going to start at the feet, and then we're going to move all the way up to the head. So let's bring our awareness all the way down to the feet, noticing how the feet feel. Perhaps there's a sense of heaviness or lightness. Maybe you can feel where you're making contact with the floor, contact with the shoes or the socks. Maybe there's some tingling or warmth. And as we breathe in, maybe we can imagine the air making its way all the way down to the feet. And as we breathe out, we might imagine the feet sinking into the ground, allowing the feet to fully relax. And moving our attention to the legs now, the calves, the shins, the thighs. With each inhale, we're feeling the air making its way down to the legs. And with each out breath, we're allowing the muscles to soften, almost like there's a wave of relaxation gently washing over the legs, easing away any tension. Shifting our awareness now to the hips and the pelvis. Now, this is an area where many of us can carry tension without really realizing it. So as we breathe in, let's see if we can feel the breath moving into the hips. And as we breathe out, seeing if we can release some of that tightness, allowing the hips to sink lower, supported by the earth beneath us. Now bringing our awareness to the back, the lower, the middle, the upper back, the spine. Perhaps we can feel the slight expansion and softening of the muscles in the back as we breathe in and we breathe out. And now focusing on the shoulders. We often carry the weight of the world here. So as we exhale, let's allow the shoulders to drop away from the ears, melting down. We might feel a sense of release, or maybe a little more ease. Or maybe the tension is remaining, and that's okay. Whatever we find is perfectly fine. We're just allowing the body to guide us. Bringing our awareness to the belly now. Noticing the belly rising as we breathe in, softening as we breathe out. And expanding our awareness to include the chest. So the chest and the belly rising and falling as we breathe in and we breathe out. And let's bring our awareness to the neck and the jaw. This is another area where tension likes to hide. So we're allowing the jaw to unclench. We're allowing the neck to soften, as if we're loosening a knot that's been gently holding tension. We're allowing the breath to move into these areas, encouraging the body to have a deeper sense of relaxation. And let's expand our awareness to include the face, allowing the cheeks to soften, the eyes, the temples, the forehead. And now let's expand our awareness to include the whole body. We're feeling the whole body resting, grounded, at ease. We're connected to the earth beneath us, fully supported. And as we come to the end of this meditation, let's gently bring our awareness back to the space around us. Noticing the sounds inside the room, the sounds outside the room. Perhaps we're feeling the sensation of the surface beneath us, or the temperature of the air on our skin. We can gently wiggle our fingers and toes. Have a little stretch if we need to. And there's no rush. We're taking our time to come back. And whenever we're ready, we can slowly open the eyes and come back to the room. So well done today. I think that, I'm not sure if that meditation lasted longer than intended or whether I just started later than intended. But we'll stay around. I'll stay around for a few minutes here before I move on to Zoom for the premium subscriber session. But yeah, I hope everyone is feeling a little bit more relaxed, a little bit maybe more spacious in the mind. Could be one of those difficult days, or maybe we feel ready to take on the day. But yeah, however you're feeling, hopefully this has helped you relax into the day or into the evening a little bit better. And remember, no matter how busy life gets, no matter the challenges that we face, our breath is always here to guide us back to that place of calm. And we can forget that sometimes when we're stressed out, we're feeling anxious. But sometimes just bringing our awareness to the breath and just taking some time to check in with the body and to feel what's going on inside the body can bring ourselves down. Maybe it won't take us from 10 to 0, but sometimes it can take us down from a 10 down to an 8. And sometimes that's enough to really change the flavor of the day. All right. So I hope everyone's feeling a little bit better after all this. So, well, welcome to everybody. I'll have a quick look here. I don't know if anyone's got any questions, or maybe I can take a question before I move over to Zoom. So let's have a look here. I'm not sure how this works. Again, I'm learning. I'm learning with you all today. And plus, this is really tiny writing, and even with my glasses, I can barely see. But yeah, I can see a few thanks. And I'm sorry to hear that, Katrina. Yeah, well, let me just address that, because maybe that's something, whether we're conscious of it or not, many of us, and I think many of us on the who subscribe to this channel can maybe resonate with this sometimes in our lives. But Katrina said, I have a feeling that I'm worthless and that I don't deserve lots of things. I'm afraid of mistakes. And whenever I make mistakes, I get angry at myself and I hate myself. So yeah, and I think many of us can resonate with that. When if we screw up, if we drop the ball, we can beat ourselves up, and it can often not be a very nice place inside our heads. And that's no doubt from some experience, or maybe several experiences that we had as children. And, this kind of feeling, I've been digging in a lot to this whole childhood complex trauma thing that many of us seem to have experienced as children. And yeah, when we live in a state of not feeling safe. Okay, so when we were kids and we weren't feeling safe, didn't matter. We weren't necessarily getting abused, but maybe we were getting neglected. Maybe we weren't getting our needs met. Maybe we were being ignored. So if, as children, we were living in that state of constant anxiety, that constant sense of not feeling safe, then over time we kind of develop this feeling that we're not enough, and that feeling of not enough in some of us can make us feel worthless and make us want to beat ourselves up. Then we find that there's a really nasty person inside our head. So I'd recommend doing some digging into complex trauma, and also, yeah, there's a really great guy called Tim Fletcher. So I'd take a deep dive on some of his videos, and you can get some help that way. But yeah, it's more than we can talk about in 5 minutes, but it's something that I'm very interested in, and yeah, happy to talk more about that at another time. But yeah, let's just have a look here. But I hope you feel better today, and yeah, lots of love to you, Katrina. All right, so gonna have to wrap it up there so that I can, let me just see, what does that say? Just so that you're online, is there a way to connect personally? Well, you can go to my website, chibs.co. All my contact details are on there. I'm on Instagram, I'm on LinkedIn, I'm in all the places. So have a look at my website. So I've got chibsmeditations.com, and that's where my meditation focused work is. And then we've got chibs.co, and that's more of my mindfulness facilitating, my stress and burnout coaching, my corporate work. So I've kind of got two sides to what I do. But yeah, you can have a look at my bio and my about me page. But I'm all over the place on social media. So please check me out over there. And yeah, so I will see you next time. In 2 weeks' time, we're going to do this again, and I promise it's going to be a lot slicker. And we're going to start at 8 o'clock on the dot. Australia time. We're in the future. For some of you, it's night time. So for those of you that are starting your day, I hope you have a wonderful day. For those of you that are ending your day, I hope you have a wonderful sleep. And those of you who are in the middle of your day, probably in America, I hope you enjoy the Super Bowl, enjoy the Super Bowl halftime show, and I will be watching that later on. And for all the premium subscribers, I will see you over on Zoom in a few minutes, and hopefully there'll be no technical difficulties there. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, everyone. Lots of love. Take care.